concept. The debate was focused on partnerships. So we look forward to the new strategic concept of the alliance, and we look forward to having ideas on where NATO sees its role, what that role should be, and how NATO sees future cooperation with partner countries, among others with Georgia. Your country has expressed a desire to join the alliance. Meeting the requirements of membership takes time. Georgia has done a lot towards it, but there is still a way ahead. Implementing the reforms required by NATO and making them a part of the political, economic, security and social culture of a country is a long-term effort. Reforms must be deep and broad, so public understanding, public support and managing public expectations is important. It is also important to explain to the people what partnership with NATO and future membership is about. And I personally see also your role in this process. The citizens of Georgia need to continue doing the job, need to continue their democratic reforms of the country, and the time of integration with the alliance will come. No matter when the time comes, you will benefit from the reforms that you've been doing. With that, I would like to once again thank you very much for the invitation, and I wish you interesting debates and many successes in your future professional life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rybacki. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Zurab Khamashuridze, Head of NATO Division Security Policy and Euroatlantic Integration Department of Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear members of Parliament, my fellow colleagues, I was very much pleased when I was approached and asked to take part in this very interesting debate on NATO-Georgia relations and NATO's possible role in protecting both energy security. The very fact that today we will be discussing all this matters is yet another proof of increasing public interest in security-related matters in general, NATO-Georgia membership in particular. I'm glad to see young students willing and ready to take up these issues and try to give answers to questions that preoccupy both armed authority and broader public in the country. Institutionalized NATO-Georgia relations date back in 1994, when Georgia joined the Partnership for Peace program. Later, in 2003, our nation's will to return to the European family we belonged to for centuries was reinforced by a wave of democratic developments and translated into a policy of Western orientation of the country, first and foremost, NATO and EU integration. Since then, Georgia has been one of the most staunchest supporters of NATO policies and has always demonstrated its commitment to contribute to stability and security of the Euroatlantic area, especially in regions of crisis and conflict. It's not a coincidence that NATO integration is one of the major topics being discussed in our country. The reason is twofold. First, it demonstrates the nation's strategic choice, and the second, because of Georgia's participation in international security assistance force mission in Afghanistan. Today's debates are of special value for another not less important issue. It concurs with the process of development of NATO's new strategic concept, and the decision to launch the process of rethinking and defining the new role of the alliance in a new security environment was timely and necessary. It's also important that this process is being taken forward with an active involvement of the partner countries. Our message to the alliance is that NATO's door should remain open for those European states which are willing and capable of respecting all principles of the North Atlantic Treaty. NATO's enlargement, along with being a strictly geostrategic issue, it's also a moral imperative recognizing nations' freedom to choose their alliances. Additionally, it acquires a strategic dimension because of the major post-Cold War goal of making Europe united and free is not accomplished yet. There are still division lines drawn in Europe and free will of people subjugated. Topics that we will discuss today are a reflection of main public concern and interest. While a few may doubt the strategic orientation of the country, the overwhelming majority supports Georgia's NATO integration. Some questions that will be raised today may generate more questions rather than give answers to those already posed. In other cases, it will be difficult to find universal, all-fit-one answers, and sometimes we will be forced to take global and regional developments into account while discussing them. When talking about energy security and NATO's possible involvement, one maybe points to question the rationale behind of such an approach. Will the alliance be able to create more stability through engagement in this matter, or will it possibly risk militarization of what is considered a purely economic issue in some European capitals? What are the threats we will have to face? Is it possible to protect critical energy infrastructure by conventional means, or should we rather invest more in soft power, such as institutional development, democracy, sustainable economy? Is it imaginable that NATO protects pipelines on the Russian soil, since it is the major European supplier? Or even, is NATO willing and able of controlling the Straits of Hormuz, thus ensuring uninterrupted flow of energy resources from the Middle East? With all these questions left for you to answer, allow me to encourage you to take actively part in these very interesting discussions, and I wish you good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, please let me remind you the rules. Today, we will have 4 different topics on NATO-Georgia relations and NATO's energetic security. On each topic, we will have 2 debaters, from which one is the defender and another is the attacker. When the first debater comes out, he has 2 minutes for his speech, during which he must try to prove his statement and show us that his point of view is most acceptable. When there is 30 seconds left, we have timekeeper who will knock once. When there's 10 seconds left, timekeeper will knock twice, and this means that you have to round up. When time is out, debater must answer the questions from the other participants. We have the question person who will choose which one of you will ask the question. Keep in mind that asking question will help you to earn some points in your involvement in this project. So, when you will walk out to the microphones, you first of all must present yourself. Then, when asking a question, please try to be short and clear, because if your question is too long or is out of topic, it will be automatically blocked. After we are finished with the questions from the participants, members of the jury are very welcome to ask their questions to the debater who stands here. When we are finished with the questions, it's now the attacker's turn. And it's pretty much the same. 2 minutes for the speech and then asking questions. When they are both done, it's time for sum up speech. But sum up speech is mandatory and you can refuse. But remember that with sum up, you can earn your main points for your statement proof. Do you have any questions? Okay then. I would like to announce that the final round of the YATA Debate Club is open. Our first topic is NATO the only alternative for Georgian security? And the first defender is Ms. Tinatin Janjava, please.
President.